Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to our third worldwide promo stream, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
This is where we all get together. Misery Loves Company. We all get together to do all the stuff that we hate or don't like or kind of.
No, Lisa, come back.
To get right, platform building, etc. Although I don't know, now that we're all trapped in our houses, do you feel like you're getting more done or less done?
I think I'm getting more done on some days, and then other days I just blank out. So it's like sporadic. I have really productive days, and they're offset by days where I get almost nothing or absolutely nothing done.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a homebody. But now that we, can't go out or really don't want to go out, I like last night, Mike was like, I sort of miss going to the grocery store. I'm like, I don't miss that, but I miss, going out to lunch and things like that. Oops, Savy's here. She made it. Hey, Savvy.
Oh, sorry. I just got in from walking my dog. I need to run and get coffee, but I will be right back with y'all in just a second.
You're good. So so we were just talking about, and if people are just starting to hop on in, so we're gonna say hi to some people. But yes, get your coffee. So we were talking about whether or not we were more productive or less productive. Carol, what about you? More or less?
It's been the same. I've been doing this self-containment for about a year and a half now.
So you're
an introvert.
You're deep in. You're deep undercover.
Yeah, like people have been like, how do you like not go crazy? It's like, well, I made myself a schedule and I followed the schedule. And if I deviate from the schedule, that's usually when I start flipping out.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that has happened that I really have not been fond of is was what I usually refer to as my mandatory social time, where I actually meet with somebody face to face.
Right.
And so at first I was like, I only do that once a week. It's not going to be a big deal. I'm on like 3 weeks of like not having this. And I'm like, I think the world just sucks and I just don't like people and I don't have coffee jelly. And,
I know that. It is good when I don't know if you didn't already know this. I think some people are really discovering that they really like their partners more than they thought they did or more than they knew. And some people are discovering that they do not like their partners. For the most part, Mike and I, this is not dramatically different than our regular lives, and we get along really, really well. So it's been a good thing. But yes, I am more likely to be the kind of person to go to the movies in the middle of the afternoon. He is not. He's more scheduled. And so yesterday I was like right in the middle of your live stream, Carrow, and Mike was like, hey, want to watch Ozark? And I'm like, right?
Yeah.
Right. We literally watched 4 episodes yesterday, which we generally do not do. So anyway, all right. We have people here today. Let's say hello to everybody. We'll ask Savvy about her, whether she's more productive or not. What about you guys? Are you more productive right now or less productive or what? Jeannie's here. Yay. And she's awake. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Joanne Ninja Hen is here. Somebody remind me when we start to do our sprints, if I don't remember that we're going to use her new timer. She did these cool AUTHORTUBE timers. Have you seen them? They're click clackety. I love them. Super awesome. Super excited. All right. Yes. Thank you. Good thing Robert posted a link. You refreshed my upload. Nothing happened. Well, I'm glad you guys know when to be here and that you made it. I appreciate it. All right. Devin's here. Yay. We're so glad to see you, Devin. Awesome. Nobody in particular is here. Got it from Carol's Facebook post. Well, that's good because I have not posted. Our first little warm-up sprint today, I will be posting links on social media because I was bad. All right. Jamie's here. Hello, Jamie. Hello. So great to see you. All right. Wait, I just lost the thing. Oh, here we go. Haley's here. Hello. Good morning, Mary. We're so glad you made it.
Hello,
right.
Mary.
Says she's the exact opposite. Now that we can't go out, all my chafing about being stuck at home is soothed. That's good. Right? That's good. I'm glad. What about you, Savvy? So do you feel that during this sheltering in place time in our lives that you are more productive or less productive?
I think it depends on the day. I would say I'm probably more productive, but also more exhausted. I'm more productive because I don't have to go in person to any of my, like, I don't have any of my events. I don't have any, well, I guess I'm less productive in terms of like selling things for my business and doing networking and that kind of thing. But in terms of like, I've been making just like a ton of videos. I've been doing a ton of writing. So like in terms of that, because that's all I can do, really.
Right.
But I'm also more exhausted all the time because I'm like, I need to, be around people to hype me up, which is why doing live stream like saves my life every week.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Well, like today you were like, okay, where's the link, Lisa?
Yeah, well, because I woke up and I needed to walk my dog. I'm like, if I don't have the link, I'm going to get trapped outside the live stream, and I don't want that to happen.
No. I would have sent it I was literally in the process of sending it to everybody this morning when I saw your thing. So
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. You're always on it. Okay. Grayson's here. Good morning, Grayson. Oh my gosh, you guys, everybody. Michael Edward McPhee.
Hey, Mike.
Elizabeth Fairfax got a notification. Woohoo!
Wow, you're like one of like everyone.
Yeah, I know it's really, really bad. I think it's been really bad. Although I did get yours, Carol. So yesterday I got yours. That was
why. I'm definitely not blessed by YouTube God, so maybe it was just a fluke.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? All right. Devin says he's getting nothing done. Too many people around, too many distractions. That's going to be so hard. I live in a family of, I'm like the most extroverted out of all of us.
Me too.
Right? So, and even then, I'm still like I'm an extroverted introvert kind of thing. I'm really happy to be, with my people. But yeah, everybody else is sort of doing their thing all over the house. And so I don't feel like I'm super distracted, but I don't know. Nyla's Geek is here. Yay. Everybody's here today. I was very worried. Apparently Carow's Facebook post was the ticket, man. Because everybody's here. Hey, Ian Lashley. So yeah, definitely. Books with Kittens is here. Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have such a good group. Okay, Nyla's Geek says less productive than usual. Books with Kittens, more productive because schools will stay closed for April, so I have a lot of time for writing. Yay, that's awesome.
No, this isn't your show.
Any show is Bones' show. More, we just did that one. Okay.
Don't invite him.
Oh, he's so cute.
Can we hold on? How do we make it like the Bones show?
You can.
Can I do that? No, that's just me. Hold on, I'm gonna put you.
There's no way to make me bigger.
That doesn't seem right. Okay. All right. It's only me, right? That's not right. Okay. If anybody should not be bigger today, it's this one. All right. All right. So Mary, that's fantastic news. I'm so glad you've been writing more, but not as much lately. Love. I don't know what that is. Slightly more. Okay, good. Hey, CO Savvy. Hey, Daily Carrow Bones Savvy Ranger Detective. I like that.
That's a good one. I love that.
Right? That's good. Savvy, we're so glad you made it. All right. Internet is moving slow. Anybody else having that issue?
Yeah, for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think
I need y'all to get off the internet.
I know, right? And my guess is because the entire universe is on the internet, so everybody's just slowed down. We haven't had it too bad, but except times during the day. So Tina's here. Hello, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
All right, fantastic. So usually the first Wednesday of the month, we do promo streams. We have in the past done, had some experts on. We've done some little mini tutorials, so that's been kind of fun. Today, we're going to talk about a couple different things. First, we're going to talk about Camp NaNoWriMo and what's going on with that. And we're also going to talk, you guys have, I'm sure, a lot of questions. I know we always get some in the stream. And so today, because things are weird now, right? They're not normal. So if you guys have questions, we're going to answer them today, because obviously we all have different experiences in different areas. And I also want to talk about what authors are doing who have books coming out right now. We have a bunch of friends who have books coming out. Either they just had books coming out, or they're having books coming out this. They're canceled, right? Because the bookstores aren't open. Amazon's not placing orders for new books. So if you're not doing ebooks or print on demand with them, you're kind of screwed as far as getting new books into the warehouse. So we're going to talk about that kind of stuff too.
I want to talk about one thing that I noticed yesterday that peeved me off, and it's that Amazon had decided to discount my Kindle edition down to $1.99 from $4.99 and did not bother to contact me or my publisher.
It doesn't matter if they do that. You still get paid your regular. If they,
I don't like it. Let me know when you put a promo on my book so I can tell other people about it.
Well, yeah, they should mention it to you. The good news is you're still going to get paid like it's $4.99. So whoop, whoop to that. All right. All right. So we have a couple more comments, and then we are going to do our first little just warm up. Just start thinking about what you guys want to talk about today as far as promo, or do a little 5-minute, what can I do, post on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. All right. Michael said, I took a break from writing yesterday and did a speed binge of 2.5 seasons of The Fosters. Yeah, how was that? I hear good things. So I can't remember if I said this like before the break, or before we came live or after, but Mike and I yesterday binge watched Ozark. I think we have 1 episode left. It was good though. If you guys like Ozark, it's awesome. All right. So where are we? Hold on. I have lost the comment. Okay. A and Lashley literally just woke up about 5 minutes before the stream started. So it'll be interesting to see how awake I am. Well, we appreciate that you made it. Okay, everybody looks nice and freeze screen. That's a first. Oh, good. I usually look like
yeah,
that,
me too.
because I talk with my hands all the time. So anytime there's like a still or a screenshot, like when YouTube does your videos, I'm always like that. Geek wrote almost 500 words last night. Today woke up with a headache. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Story Detective is here with us. Wait. This way, he says hi.
I've been having, that's the thing, I had a terrible headache yesterday. I don't know what it is. I think it's being by myself for some reason, that exhausted, it just makes my head hurt. And like, extrovert writer problems. I've been having terrible headaches. I never normally have headaches, but like yesterday I felt like my head was going to explode.
Oh.
You know what I was thinking? A lot of how you set your mind up and trick yourself into thinking things are a certain way. And they say in every bit of chaos is an opportunity.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the art, I was chained to my desk for deadlines. So pretend this is like your publishing debut, and we have camp this month. We have it again in June. You just write like it's your deadline. Pretend it's good practice.
It is good practice, right?
June.
You don't want to give that check back. You're running, you're typing away. You got to make your deadline.
You're going to have days like this. You're going to have months like this. So
yeah, absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. All right. Jamie says, I feel like a child that has been sent to my room. Now the room isn't as cool as it used to be, and I just want out. I understand. Okay. I'm way behind on the comments because Devin just said bones. So we're like, way. BC Brown Books is here. Good morning. Nobody in particular is here. Exception of sparse grocery supplies, business as usual, same productivity for me. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I've been eating so much crap. Not that I don't always work from home, or not going into an office, but I swear to God, I have like my ice cream sandwich habit is bad, man.
Oh,
Bad.
no.
It's super bad. All right, we are going. Oh yeah, somebody just said. Nihilist Geek says Carrow Brown. Amazon is basically paying you for selling your book.
But I can't get max out those sales if I don't know that they're going to do it. That's my issue. It's not that they've lowered the price. It's that I don't know. So I can't go around and be like, buy my book, damn it.
Well, you can now. So was it, do you know if it was like a daily deal, weekly deal, monthly deal?
It just said, when I was looking at last night, it was basically applying it for people who have like some kind of credit, but they didn't really like specify. I have to go back and look at it and see if it's still happening today, because Amazon every now and then likes to test the waters with an idea without telling anybody, and then if it does really well, then they send out like a newsletter saying, hey, we decided to implement this new thing. It was like,
Okay. Okay, so this is like the okay, so Devin, who has made me snort laugh early in the show today, congratulations on that. That's his job every week, is to make me snort laugh. Devin says if you watch Lisa sound off, it looks like she's doing karate. There you go. I'm sure that's true. Okay, you guys. So today we are going to do our promo sprints, but we're also going to do a Q&A. And so what I want to do is have you guys during the 5-minute sprint. If you already know what you want to talk about, then get your little fingers ready. If you have something in mind you want to do for our first 5-minute sprint, you can do that. Anybody else want to say anything before I get rolling to our 5-minute timer? No. All right. Everybody's like, no, there's nothing we want to say. Okay, I want to make this bigger so it's not. All right, and for those of you guys who have not seen this yet, Joanne Ninja Hen did an awesome 5-minute timer for author. I think
so cool.
Super cool, right? So
I
if you're
love
doing
it.
live streams, head on over to her channel, use her timer because it's pretty cool, which you will see in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, that was super cool. There we go. Oh, everybody else. All right. Did you guys hear the end? It goes.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute. I love the typing noises.
I do too. It's good. Also, I think it sounds a lot like Robert typing because often I forget to mute his mic, and that's how I know, like, oh, I forgot to do that because I'll hear that. Like, it's the same so that's kind of funny. All right. Okay, so what did everybody do during the break during the sprint? Let us
I meant to
know.
start my writing, but I was responding. I'd gotten DMs from some people who had been watching some of my recent videos and like sharing experiences with me. So I wanted to respond to them first. So I spent time responding to viewers. So feel free to DM me, everyone who's watching, if you want to talk more about anything. So, because some people have been sending me like, because since I do videos like exposing pyramid schemes and that kind of thing, sometimes people will send me articles or things they found where they're like, oh, I just found this thing, this celebrity's promoting this pyramid scheme or something. So people have been sending me those. So if you have those and you want them in a video, hit me up.
Right there. Yeah. I love those. I always think those videos are like so great. So, but yeah, so responding to viewers and readers, always important, always important. Not just fun, but also good for your, platform, relationship with your audience. So, what did you do during our 5 minutes?
I looked over my Redbubble account because I have a place where I try to sell my art, but like last June, I had decided to forego that because of everything else I was doing. And then my tax guy, when I brought in my earnings, I brought in my earnings from Redbubble, and he was like, you could probably make a lot more money if you promoted this. And I was like, I know you're right, and I don't need you to lecture me. So I'm just kind of going through and I'm looking at the analytics of everything and kind of changing what's available, because like when you upload something to Redbubble, it's like, hey, you can put it on this mug and you can put it on a pillow and you can put it on a shirt and you can do all these things. And I'm like, I didn't really make it to go on a shirt, and so I have to like. So
what was that again? Okay, I'm sorry. That was just super adorable. It was kind of squirrel-like. It was very cute. Okay. All right. So, Robert, what did you do during our 5-minute sprint?
I was editing. I intentionally didn't look at any of the edits I did since the last live stream because I wanted to start fresh with Camp Nano. So I started on the first sentence and went over what I had written before, and I was pleased to say it doesn't look that bad, so I'm moving on.
It doesn't look that bad. Don't brag so much, Robert. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, what are you doing? So we have some love for Joanne Ninja Hen's awesome timer. We love it. We love it. The coolest timer ever. Somebody made a funny joke. Where was it? I couldn't look away until I figured out what the keys were typing. It's AUTHORTUBE writing sprint. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, how amazing.
You would check for that, Amy. You would.
Oh, that's funny. The keys are moving on their own. It's a ghost writer. Yes, okay, the sound is really nice. All right, so Books with Kittens wrote 13 words. Woohoo! I think that's about what I wrote because I posted on Facebook that we are having our sprints today. 65 words from Jamie Barfield, BC Brown Books, still struggling today. That's okay, we understand. We have all been there. All been there. Coffee in one sentence, she was waving a baseball bat. Well, that's intriguing. Waving is like, is she saying hi, like, hey, we're over here? Or is she like waving it like, stay the hell away from me, you bet. Like,
I went with the latter one.
Yeah, I feel like I want to know it. That's kind of awesome. All right, let's see. Got everything set up. Reread the last page I'd written last time to remind myself where I was. I always do that. Nihilist Geek, 154 words. Woo-hoo.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, Haley Spence. I got my camp page on the Nano site updated and worked in my bullet journal because I'm behind. LOL. I am behind on my journal too. So, Robert, speaking of Camp Nano, you have a little Facebook page, right? That was a transition.
I have.
Wasn't a smooth landing. Tell us all about it.
It's called Friends of NaNoWriMo. So if you don't have a group, we are open. Just send me a request. I kept the group private because we didn't want all that junk that Facebook always throws at you. And we've done without getting anything except for what we've written in there. So that's worked out pretty well. Yeah. And it's a really great group of people. It's still relatively small. We're up to like 23 people at this point. So
I'm in. I just haven't said yes yet. I mean, I haven't like pushed the button yet, but I'm definitely.
Where's the group? I want to join.
Friends of NaNoWriMo.
Friends of NaNoWriMo?
Yeah. You know what we should do? We should put that in the description. Yeah. All right. I'm going to write this down. And on our next sprint, I will add that to the description. How about that?
Cool. I just requested to join it. That sounds fun.
All right.
Like 2 groups to do, you know, since we have maybe more than the 20 members that they allow on the campsite. So we have a group that I set up and a group that the Nihilist Geek set up. And we're still doing it on the campsite. That's like our little off-page, you know, encourage one another. And then we have the group as like our main headquarters where we talk about things. And
I always have trouble with the NaNoWriMo website. So every time I've done NaNoWriMo in the past, I've never used the website. I've never like registered there. So I've always like just joined Facebook groups or like tweeted about it and got support from people that way because the website always glitches out on me in some way or another. Yeah. So I probably will just do the Facebook group.
Yeah, I know it. I've had problems with the website glitching out too. Well, last time, you know, I was really good about logging my progress for the good first half of the month, and then it all just like randomly disappeared. And I'm like, I'm not. I mean, I could put like a big chunk of word count in, but it you sort of lose the fun with that. So yeah, I think that's great. Definitely though, just for the support to join the group and, you know, hear what everybody is working on and all of that. I think that's really, you know, super cool, cool. So we were talking a little bit about this earlier, Robert, about how, like right before we went live, about promoting yourself, since we're doing promo stream today, about promoting yourself during Camp NaNoWriMo and how that adds an extra challenge, doesn't it?
It is, because there's so many people out there. You get swamped with NaNoWriMo videos, and some people love them and some people don't. But the thing is, how do you stand out and, you know, give something to everyone? Because people, I think, want to hear a little bit more than just typing and what you're working on. They want to come to your channel for some of what they usually come to it for. And if that's, say, writing advice or something else, try to work a little bit more in, try to stand out from the norm would be my advice. Because anything you can do that's a little bit different from what everybody else is doing, I think your social media stand out this month.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's harder when everybody's talking about the same thing all at the same time. And right now you have a good chunk of AuthorTube talking about Camp NaNoWriMo, so which is, you know, understandable.
You should stand up by never talking about it. I'm like, hey, let's all look at my dog. Here's my dog, guys. You like dogs, right?
Well, I think we all know that we will all tune in for Bones 24 hours a day. If there was like a Bones TV, I think we'd all be there. That's the right.
It's very boring. Like this is the life in the day of Bones.
Oh, he's so cute. I just want to kiss him.
He is so cute.
Give him a little scratch on his ears.
Yeah. He's so sweet. So he's got the Bones. He takes like a Bones bone break for some kisses, and then he goes back.
And then you watch the drama between him and Kissy, because she's like, I want all the toys. And he's like, but I'm chewing on this. And then she tries to take it from him, and he looks very confused. He doesn't know what's happening. Then she walks off with this stuff. It's like a regular relationship.
Okay. I can so go into that. Oh, my gosh. So, Carrow, what do you think about that? Like, as far as standing out, and what do you guys, in the comments, what do you guys think about about how you stand out. What are the kind of videos that you want to see most? What are the kind of videos you're doing now? What are you doing to be different than everybody else? And what do you, and if you're a viewer, what do you like to see instead of the same old, same old?
Usually the kind of videos that I actually pay attention to during Nano are the videos where people are honestly talking about how they're struggling and then how they're trying to overcome it. Because if there's one thing that we all deal with, it's like the stress of writing. And so now and then somebody will be like, yeah, I was just so stressed out, but I did this thing and it helped it. And I'm like, that's the thing I need to do. So that's usually what I pay attention to. And I hate telling you guys this, but listening to the same videos about kind of like, here's me drinking coffee before I write. Watch me type. I did some words today. Go me. And I'm kind of like, you know, there's like 100 of us doing this. Help me out, friend. Help me out.
Yeah, that's reasonable. This, I don't know. I don't have any Nano videos planned right now. This month, I'm mostly focusing on, because in May, I'm releasing a book. So for April, I'm trying to do videos that lead up to the book release. So one of the like promotional things I'm going to be doing, I don't know if this will help anyone, but one thing I want to try to do within the next couple weeks is I don't know if you guys have seen, but when I released Sculpt Yourself over a year ago, I made dolls of my characters. So I'm going to be trying to make a doll of one of the main characters in my books, who's an old lady. I've never made an old person doll before, so that's going to be one of my videos. Is like I'm going to go back into toy modification. I was a little nervous about it because there was all this stuff with like COPPA and like none of this can be appealing to kids or whatever, but it seems like most of that's gotten sorted out, so I'm not too worried about doing toy videos anymore. So
just when you do that, take a look at the videos that are recommended after yours.
Yeah,
because that's how you're going to know that COPPA came in and messed up your stuff.
Yeah, and I always check no, it's not for kids when I upload, but I don't know if it always listens to that. So I'm going to be doing something like that, and then I'm going to be planning for, I'm going to be doing like a live stream book launch party. Again, like you were mentioning earlier, every bookstore is closed. Everyone's signings are canceled. Normally I like to have a book launch party in person, and normally I like have them not at a bookstore. Like for Sculpt Yourself, I had it at a college women's center. And like for Forever Home Friends, I'll do them with like animal shelter things, but like I can't do anything in person for this one. So I'm gonna be, just so you guys know, I'll promote this when it gets closer, but Friday, May 15th at 11 a.m., I'm going to be doing a live stream book launch party. So y'all can come check that out when I do that. But so those are the kind of videos I'm working on right now, are things that are not specifically writing vlogs or anything like that, but like, oh, I'm gonna make a doll of one of my characters, or like kind of looking at different ways to view that tie in with my other interests. So that might be something you guys can do. That kind of might help it stand out a little bit.
That's cool. That's good. All right, let's hear what everybody was doing during the sprint. Haley got her camp page on the Nano site updated. We just talked about that one. Sorry about that. Joanne Ninja Hen says, you were the first person who figured it out about what the typewriter. I think that's awesome.
I love the typing. It's so cute.
It's another first on our live stream. Okay. So Tina's Camp Nano project is editing her NaNoWriMo book. I think that's going to be my Nano project or my camp project, because I'm super close to getting done. So yay on that. Although I will say I normally do not require as much editing, and this project really did. I had holes. There's been a lot. It's really going to need a lot more work, which is surprising to me. But again, I think it's because I was trying to write every day, and I normally get more done in a month and take more breaks. So that's something to think about. All right. Mary is adding a scene to the end of a chapter pertaining what Jamie Barfield and I discussed this morning. That's cool. Now I'm intrigued. We like to be in on the secret. Joanne Ninja Hen wrote 93 words. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Yay. Yay. All right. Good gosh, you guys are awesome. Look at this. Adega Outlaw editing, listening to a song in the background, especially made for the story. Ooh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Nyla's Geek started a second book in the middle of a firefight. Learned nothing from words talk. I'm all for in media res. I love it. I'm okay with that. You can go back and watch my video. You'll see I'm totally cool with that. All right. Thank you for the nice comments. You're welcome. Hi, Dom. We're so Everybody says hi. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. So lots and lots of highs. Here's Haley trying to come up with motivational rewards for quarantine times to celebrate my word count. Any suggestions? That's great. That's a great question. I'm working on ice cream. I don't know how. I don't know. That's a good reward.
I think that's a great reward because it's like. In a lot of cases, food stores are the only places that are really open. So it's like if you want to buy yourself a present, for the most part, it's got to be food. I used to set rewards for myself that would be like, if I hit this big milestone, I'll go get a new piercing or something like that.
Right.
Nothing.
My goals have to be enforced by my spouse because I have a willpower problem. So my spouse will, I'll go and tell him, like, if I happen to meet my goal, I need you to give me this. And so he'll take it and squirrel it away somewhere in the house where I can't find it. And then when the deadline comes, because he's got like a reminder on his phone, it's like, hey, did you do that thing that you said you were going to do? And I was like, yeah, I did. And he was like, here is the cat that you want. I was like, yes, I have my cat. It's just because I have no willpower.
I love that. That's great. And plus, it's like a game. It's like hide and seek or something. I don't know. That sounds fun.
Yeah, no, he's very good at hiding stuff. Like at one point, like I was pretty confident that he had hidden something in the car, and I went to go look for it, and it wasn't there. But you know where he hid it?
Where?
My office.
That's like my favorite hiding place is right under your nose.
Yeah, he did that to me. I was like, I'm gonna remember this.
A good reward could be like getting yourself a new book, because I know that I've been saving all of my money right now, and whenever I want a new book, I'm like, oh, I can't afford that. But like, if you want to if you hit a big goal and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy that new book I wanted.
Amazon makes that little
book always excites me.
A new book is always a good thing. All right, Nyla's Geek said. Oh, I think we're back to talking about the nano. Videos and how to stand out. Nyla's Geek says you can always use the Camp Nano keywords to slide into recommended videos, but I would not bet on it. Yeah, I think because there are so many that it's just going to be really tough for people to be seen. Okay, so BC Brown Books, 0 plans to do Camp Nano videos. I plan on making my regular content. That's actually my plan. Savvy, you said the same thing. Carrow, what are you going to do for Camp Nano content? Same as usual?
Like what I'm going to... Oh, no, I already planned out like 3 months of my YouTube content. I'm not changing it for Nano.
Yeah, that's the same thing as like I had planned it through June. Part of it was going to be like BookCon vlogs, but we all know BookCon is...
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Robert, what about you? Are you going to do some Camp Nano related videos, or you're going to stick to your normal stuff?
I'm going to try to do the weekly vlogs, but when I'm doing the typing part of the vlog, I do a voiceover when I talk about writing.
Yeah.
Your voice is so soothing in those videos. Like I watch you type and then you're talking and I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. It's almost like listening to like Mr. Rogers or Bob Ross for me. I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. Things are fine.
Did you? I can't remember. I can never remember if I say these things to Robert off stage in Facebook or like on Twitter or in the live stream. But right when he was reading in the word stock video, when he was reading the parts of the novel, I was like, I would just watch a whole video channel of Robert reading us bedtime stories.
You should.
Right?
Make bedtime stories and read them. Do what Adega does. I love Adega's channel, by the way.
An ASMR channel.
This time, and I got more videos ahead of time in case I failed to do some other things. So I did things like tips for writer's block. I did a mini book haul that relates to my project, which are Sherlock Holmes books, and so I'm working on a Sherlock Holmes project. So I'm looking up books, and I knew there was this one writer that wrote a Holmes book, and I get online and I see 2. So I'm like, okay, I didn't know he wrote 2, and I order both. So I'm filming the book haul, which, by the way, I did the 300-word thing that Carrow mentioned. So I did do those. And then I got to the second book by the same author. Different title, different cover. It's the same book, but one's the UK version, one's the...
So well, there you go.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, yeah. So Dahl says, no plans for Camp Nano videos. A and Lashley, I've only watched like 1 or 2 Camp Nano. If you're going to make a writing vlog, I don't want to see you writing and playing with your pets. Except if that pet is Bones, obviously. That's an exception. I want to hear about how your writing is going. Yes.
You can't control Bones. He just shows up when he wants to.
Everybody loves to see Bones. Like any stream you're ever in, as soon as Bones makes an appearance, like the comments are like 30 comments. Bones!
You should see Dana's when Oink shows up. Because everybody loves puppies, let's just be honest.
Yeah, everybody does. Oh, Grayson, this is such a good topic. If I knew how to do videos, I'd do some on writing while handling my mental health. It's a huge thing for me. I think that would be so helpful to so many people. It's, you know, it doesn't have to be super complicated. You can, you know, a lot of people just shoot on their phones. You can edit on your phone. Or you don't have to edit at all. Just kind of do like a stream of consciousness thing if you're, you know, when you're first getting started. But I think that's the kind of thing that would be really helpful to a lot of people. And especially now, I think I think a lot of people probably feel really alone in that. It's hard to be isolated socially. And, you know, some people are staying with their families, which can be great or can be terrible. But there are a lot of people who are, you know, they live in an apartment by themselves and they're isolated or in a house by themselves and they're isolated, not just, you know, they don't have other people they're living with, but they also are not having that human contact that we all need. So I think that'd be
Danny from DR Ranger just did a video on looking back at his first video and how bad it looked looking back. I did the same thing. I'm afraid to look back. It was poor lighting. Everything was terrible.
Never look back. Just go forward. Just go forward.
I know. Don't wait until you have good equipment, because even if you had the best camera, you'd still probably make it look like crap until you figured it all out. Just dive in, use whatever you have, and you'll be encouraged to do more.
Yes, that is absolutely the truth. We all suck at the beginning. Everybody sucks at the beginning, right? And and you eventually get better. You get more comfortable talking to yourself in a camera. So that's good, right? And then people start engaging with you, which is awesome. And then you don't feel like you're like the first couple times you do it, don't you feel like you're like totally you're talking to yourself, right? Like you're talking to yourself in the mirror or some, you know, mirror on the wall. I always
look back at my videos with a lot of like bitterness, because that's when I was trying to promote like 8 little pages when I was with them. So like I can't look back at that and not be like,
oh yeah. It is funny how things that are, you know, things in your life that you could have different perspective when you're, you know, when you're going, you know, a year later, that how that can sort of color how you view the work that was going on at that time. And sometimes, I mean, I have a book that I wrote like when I was going through, actually it was single-minded, when like a bunch of really, really terrible shit went down, like just a disaster on about 55,000 different levels. And when I look back at it now, I'm like super proud that I was able to pull together this book, even though it was the hardest thing I ever wrote. And now I feel really great about it. But there are other books or other projects where we're going through something and it just colors the whole experience, and you never really, you know, sort of get to that feeling.
Those memories do connect. But, you know, it's not about the way your content on YouTube looks or the way your camera. It's about your content. If you have a story, it's all about the story. Right.
And you have people who've been on YouTube for a really long time who do not have, you know, who do not have spectacular lighting or camera skills or anything like that. And people love them. And then you have other people who are super, you know, highly produced and and great lighting and great camera equipment, and people don't love them. So I think it's more about that human connection. So I hope, Grayson, if you decide to do a video about this, let us know, and we will, we'll talk about it. So I think this is a great topic. I really do think it's a great topic. All right, let's go to some more comments, and then we're going to go to a 20-minute stream so you guys can write or promo. All right. Joanne.
I do the same thing. I always am like, oh, I need to show some hot beverages in this because those are relatable.
They are. I live in Florida. I almost never.
They just are. I feel like
it's missing.
It brings us together. We're all warm and cozy.
It does. I'm always warm and cozy. It's like 85 outside today. All right. Let's see. A and Lashley, the only camp video I'll do is my monthly writing wrap-up video, which she always does. Business and videos as usual. Nihilist Geek. I hard agree with writing vlogs. It's a shame because there's some great bits hidden in these videos. That's true. The thing is, it takes, as you guys all know, anybody who does any of this, it takes such a long time to edit the videos. And so in your regular schedule, you can get those little gems out. But if you're trying to vlog every single day, there's probably a lot of babbling that happens. Am I wrong? All right. Paul is editing the video review for Savy's book.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Woo, that's great. Let me know when you have that. Well, I'll know because maybe I'll get your notifications. Let me know anyway. Yeah, I keep having to like go around to my favorite author tubers to see what's new because I'm just not getting notifications, almost not at all. Although I did get Carrow's yesterday, so that's good. And Lashley, it's all about the editing. Isn't that true for everything? SEO Savvy won't be updating my word count for 2 weeks. Book 3 outline on my old hard drive, and we're on lockdown doing Otherworld sub. Now, nano work in progress. Still progress. Progress is progress. Yay, yay, yay. All right. Nobody in particular SEO tip. It takes weeks for Google to index pages if you have something you want to rank for at a certain time of the year. For example, Camp Nano tips on your website. But wait, there's more. Hold on. Wait. I lost it. Hold on. I'll find it.
Probably next month we should just bring Amy on.
I know. Good, right? You want to send her the thing? She can tell us all about it.
Do you want her to come in now? Yeah, I don't know if she's got time right now.
Hold on. I just had it. Hold on. Give me a second, you guys. Good gracious. Okay, here we go. Got it. Create your posts and publish them on your website at least a month ahead. Wow. That'll be bad. Okay, publish on your website at least a month ahead. So if you're hoping to do Camp Nano posts, you'll be all set for next year. This is such good advice. We're going to send you the link if you can come on. If you can't, we understand. That's really great. Okay, Mary, I don't plan to do videos specifically for Camp Nano. I have a couple of collab videos in the works. The others are ones I planned to do forever ago. That's where I am. Nihilist Geek. Uploading a video now about a sub request, but I'm not sure when it will be published. All right, fantastic. Good tip, nobody. Yay. All right. SEO Savvy, currently in chapter 13, 27,000 words, 130 pages, so many breakthroughs.
That's awesome.
Great. Speaking of breakthroughs, blah, blah, let's try to have one right now. I'm gonna set that 20-minute timer. Here we go. Maybe I will. I'd have to stop the screen and start a new one. Hold on. I did pull it up. I just didn't pull it up. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Do we have a timer? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Okay, we will set it. We get 19 minutes and 59 seconds because apparently I'm slow. And we will be back after the 20-minute break. Write, promo, do your thing, everybody. right, here we go. Let's get rid of that. All right, fantastic. Yay! How did everybody do? What? Don't everybody talk at once.
You were frozen for a minute.
Go right down, people. All right, Robert, what were you doing?
The same, and I got about the same amount done, so I'm a couple of pages in.
Awesome, awesome. All right, you guys in the chat, what is everybody doing? What did you guys get done during your 20-minute sprint? Carrow, how about you?
I ran back to my actual art PC and I dragged some files over into Redbubble, and now I'm fiddling with them to see which ones are gonna work.
Fantastic, very promo-y. Nice work. Yay. I did a bunch of social media posts. Savvy, what did you do?
I also did social media posts. I meant to, I had my document open that I was going to start doing a writing sprint on. And I was like, oh, but real quick, I need to do these Instagram posts. And I just got wrapped up in that. So I got my social media posts done, which is good. But then I still have to do my writing. But next sprint will be all about the writing.
The writing. That's good. That's good. Well, I do think it's awesome during this sprint that some people are doing promo stuff, some people are writing, which I am totally fine with. I am just glad that we are all hanging out together. So
Amy said she's gonna try and join if she can get her device to work, so I can't see in the backstage if she's there or not.
Okay. I will pay attention. I will try to I'll try to pay attention. I'm so glad. So Geek had another SEO tip. He said if there's a common mistyping of a keyword, make sure to use that too. All right, good tip, good tip. Joanne Ninja Hen is super excited this month. She wants to finish her novel until April 10 and then editing for the rest of the month.
That's awesome. Nice.
Yay, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited. And she says she's still looking for beta readers if anyone is interested in reading a lot at the end of April. Good to know. All right, let her know. Adega has a new fan. I did it. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Joanne also votes for Robert reading stuff.
See?
But not horror stories. Devin's on a roll. Mr. Robert's neighbor.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that was good. You were 99% to a snort laugh, but since you already got yours in super early in the stream today, this is all bonus cracking up. Very nice work on Devin. Good job. Here to provide comic relief today and every week. So awesome. Awesome. Dahl says, if you don't promote yourself, I'll do it. Dahl, we love you. That's awesome. All right. Yes. Okay, Nihilist Geek. So going back to when we were talking about how terrible first videos are, Nihilist Geek says, my first video is awful and it has more views than some of my best produced. Isn't that the truth? I think my best video, my best viewed video, just in sheer terms of numbers, was also one of my earliest, not my best, but people like it, so that's good. And weirdly also, I thought for sure, and I've had some good videos with fiction writing advice that have done pretty well, but that video, my single best performing video, is actually about writing nonfiction. All right.
Interesting.
I know, it really is. I thought, oh, I have that experience. I wrote a couple of self-help books, and they did pretty well. And I thought, yeah, I'll just do that. And who knew that was such a thing? Okay.
My early videos was a review of the Alpha Smart Neo, which is a distraction-free writing device. And I still get comments on that one. So the numbers still continue to go up, which is odd. I'm going to have to do a reboot of that video because I've learned a few things about it since then.
Yeah. I sort of, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say my videos that continue to get more people are my product review ones. So the Wave Maker card continues to get more people to come in and check it out. And occasionally get somebody that comes in with a comment like you and every other reviewer always forget to mention this comment. And I'm like, I actually did mention it at this time marker. Please feel free to rewatch that part of the video at any time.
Carrow's got a spreadsheet for that. She knows. I'm sort of glad to hear that, actually, because I've been working on a Scrivener review video, and because I use Scrivener. So I'm glad to hear that that people are actually interested in those. What about you, Savvy? What is your, like, in terms of views?
My best performing videos are always my anti-MLM ones, where I like break down pyramid scheme companies. The ones that I think have done first of all, my video that's done the best of all time was a video I made ranting about how I hate having huge boobs. It's called Having Huge Boobs. It has 3,000 views. And it's the only video where it's like 100% male audience. So
it's not. Savvy, that was literally the first video I ever saw of yours. And
really?
I feel
okay.
Fantastic.
I'm glad it's brought at least some people to my channel. For the most part, the analytics show that it's like 99% men who watch for 5 seconds and then realize I'm not taking my shirt off and leave. So it's like, so that's my best performing video. But other than that one, my best performing videos are always the ones where I break down like pyramid scheme companies, or where I like expose scams or that kind of thing. And I like when I can find ones that intersect well with with the book and writing world. So like if I find an author of business books or something like that, who
writing
their platform to try to just siphon money out of the audience rather than providing value, I feel like those tend to do the best in terms of videos. So I'm going to keep making those. I have one premiering on Friday at 11 a.m. So come to my channel Friday at 11 a.m. if you want to premiere the live chat.
Link in the description. All right, good. What about you guys? What have you found have been your best performing videos? As far as views, was it something that was surprising to you? Because I will say I was very surprised that my that the self-help book video has done so well. And people like watch it all the way through, and because it was one of my earlier videos, I tend to be kind of rambly, and so it's a surprise to me every day when I see the numbers for that thing. So let us know if you have any surprises, and what sort of you feel. And if you're not a YouTuber or an author tuber, what kind of videos do you guys like to see? I'm really super interested in this. Okay, DAL CECIL RUNO, going back to the question about if you don't know how to make videos. Dal says you don't need fancy gear. You can just use your phone. You can even record just your voice and add a photo. That is true. That is true. Carrow does a lot of videos like that, right? Not so much the photo, you actually show your screen, but
I do like a PowerPoint presentation. It's like I can't kick the teacher habit. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't always want to look pretty in front of the camera, y'all. So that's typically why you see a PowerPoint, because I'm just gonna sit there in my PJs and tell you.
That's what I'm doing right now. So
I think that's genius. I know there are some times where I go, is it too late to do that? So yeah. All right. So Joanne Ninja Hen, my English was really rusty at the beginning. Now much better. I think your English is great. There's something so charming about your personality. I love your videos. All right. A.N. Lashley, I got my degree in journalism with a focus on production, so I already knew how to film and edit the videos. And even my videos don't look the best because I don't have all the equipment I want. All right, we all have, right? It's funny because originally I just started with my phone, but then I'm like, oh, I kind of need some more lighting and I need this. And so I don't have a bunch of stuff, but I do have a couple lights, because I think that makes a big difference. And before, I was just shooting with natural light because I have a ton of windows in my office, except invariably it would always I'd be ready to tape at 4 in the afternoon, and there would be big thunderstorms every day. So I'm I have to be able to film where it's not dependent on the weather. So yeah, that was why I had to get the lights. All right. Ooh, Geek says he was watching one of her videos last week. There was a part where you talk and your dogs rumble in the background and he was laughing. That's funny. I think we've all had that. Or some weird thing. I've always got because I live in Florida, there's always a lawnmower going somewhere on the block. There's some lawnmower. All right. Yes, this is probably the most important piece of advice right here. It is all about connection, right? It does not matter so much as just being a genuine person who wants to share or connect or help and frame it in all of our office. Yeah.
I think one of the biggest thing is like being part of a community, because even like when I first started, I started my YouTube channel in 2017. Like I didn't actually like start fully then. I like just made the account then, but I did a bunch of videos that had like no views whatsoever. But because I wasn't like part of any communities, I wanted to do book reviews, but I didn't even know that there was a community called BookTube. So I hadn't typed BookTube into any of my tags or anything like that. So like I didn't find any people. So I think like, but like everyone here doesn't have that problem because you already know all of us. So it's like you're part of a community. But I feel like, you know, joining an existing community and getting to know people is probably the most important thing for growth.
It's very helpful when you first start. And I will say that people in this community have been so nice. Like, right? People are very welcoming. It's not, it's very easy to get in. It's really not difficult at all. People are super open. So I was just looking at this. Hold on. BC Brown Books. Wait, said Grayson Wild, I'd be happy to collab on something with you too. I have to deal with mental illness and writing also. Again, this is something I think we've talked about this a little bit. Super common within the writing community there. Well, just in the world. I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of this kind of stuff going, you know, that people are dealing with. And I think it's easier if you are able to connect with other people who have the same challenges. It occurs to me that we have had multiple collaborations go right here in our little stream. And one of these weeks, maybe next month for Promo Stream, we should do a collab. We should talk about how to set up collaborations if you are new to that, because that's one thing people always say about, you know, how to help build your channel, how to get to know other people in the community. And I have found, I've only done a couple, and I have found them to be so much fun. And I've found these amazing new channels that I love, and the people are great. So I think we should talk about that. So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because I know a lot of people want to participate, but they're nervous to ask, or they don't know how to set one up. So I think that would be a good topic for us coming forward. All right. Oh, going back. Okay, Carrow, you are always like way up. Is your chair down today?
You know, when I'm tired, I get a little funny. And so today I'm doing my impersonation of Oscar.
I was like, wait, that's just so funny. Usually
it's
like way down. He came in early today though, so he's up on there. We go. Good job. Now we can see you. Okay, or everybody's wordy in the comments today. Okay, so Haley says, I had the best idea for a reward. I have a board game that I can play by myself. That would just be so nice to zone out with. Zoning out is good. All right, here we go. Tried doing a video after drinking ice espresso. I was lisping with the frozen. Oh, that's so funny. Theo Savvy. I love Lisa's earlier vids where she's talking about taking a sledgehammer to a TV and then poolside in public. Okay, so there's actually a funny there's a funny story behind that video clip that is, I think it was like in my promo or one of my earlier videos. So my first book was dating advice. I wrote a couple dating advice books, and I have for like the last 12 years been the dating expert on a show called Daytime, which is a syndicated morning show. And occasionally they will ask me to co-host the show, which I did. And on the day that I co-hosted, we had basically, there was some, I don't remember what group it was, but there was some organization that was doing this like day of stress relief where they had brought in all of these like old printers and office equipment to like smash. And so as a promotion for that, they brought stuff into the studio, and Cindy, the other host, and I like took sledgehammers to these printers, which I have to tell you is, if you ever have the opportunity to smash a printer with a sledgehammer, is the most satisfying thing you'll ever. I mean, it's like better than sex. It is the most satisfying thing. Well, if you've ever been picked off at a printer, I tell you. So it was phenomenal. And so, yeah, this is why that one clip is like so much better produced, because it was actually produced in a television studio, and they were kind enough to sit. So, oh, okay, Savvy, this is for you. Joanne also watched the huge boobs video. Now, everybody, you're gonna have to rush today for the huge boobs video. You never know how people.
All right, I'm glad it was like actual like people who were interested in my channel watching it, and not just like random dudes. Although, since it has had like more views than anything else by far, it probably is mostly random dudes. But I'm glad you guys are here.
Well, that, or people who like really understand where you're coming from. Like, yeah. I remember you saying something like you never wore a turtleneck, or you never wore like anything that, like any shirt that had like a collar.
Yeah.
I feel that, right? Oh yeah, I'll be next. Okay. Anyway, my most watched video and the one with the most engagement is my word stock video.
Oh, that's
exciting! Yay! Fantastic! Fantastic. Jamie, I do book reviews and planner flips as well as writing videos. That is super cool. That's really cool. What is a planner flip? You're going to have to tell us more about that. I'm very curious.
You know what else I've thought about too? When you do videos for YouTube, it can actually help you, because when you get your book out there, you're not prepared to do any type of interviews. My first interview was over the phone, and I thought, piece of cake, right? Wizard Magazine called me up because they were doing an article on ink and comic books. And the guy's asking me questions, and I'm breezing through it at first, and then he goes, oh, wait a minute. I didn't have my recorder on. Could you repeat that? I repeat it, and I'm stumbling, and he goes, wait a minute, I still don't have it on.
Oh, no.
I don't remember what I said now.
Right. Well, the first time is always the best. Sometimes you can get another good take, but usually like the first time, at least in an interview scenario, the first answer is always the best. Yeah, that really sucks. Sometimes it happens. It sounds like you did okay. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, so Nihilist Geek, hold on. Let's see. We had another. Oh, me being outrageous about a book I think this is adaptation. It gets more books per day than my usual videos. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
I did one about. Go ahead.
Angry. I feel like being angry gets the most views. For some reason, people just like to watch people scream about things. Whenever I make a video complaining about something, everyone's like, "Oh my god, yes, I want to listen to you complain." I like to listen to other people complain too. I just feel like there's something that people connect over, being like, "Yes, let's just complain about everything together."
Yes, I think there's definitely something to that. Definitely something to that. Reese is here. Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. We're just glad you're here. Oh my God. Okay, so we have been talking about. This is sort of a mismatch today. We've been talking about some promos. We're talking about starting a YouTube channel. We're talking about what you're going to do if you're trying to promote during this time. And speaking of which, if you guys have questions on that, let us know in the comments and we will answer them when we come back. For now, we are going to do another 20-minute sprint. Hold on, I gotta start this. Oop. All right, let's see. So Joanne has an awesome timer that is just for AUTHORTUBE, which is cool, but it starts like instantly, so my finger's not that fast. All right, everybody, here we go. Let's get ready to sprint in 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody.
We're back.
All right. I got more. I took like a crazy amount of notes for things that I need to get done. What is everybody else working on?
I read some stuff on sentences and again refreshed myself of what we talked about in the word stock videos. And I went back after editing a couple of pages and reading just to see how my sentence or really opening paragraph compared. I don't know if I'm adding too much or too little, so I need to leave it alone.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes that. Yeah, sometimes too much editing is a bad thing, not a good thing. So, yeah. All right. So, Savvy, what kind of progress did you make during the break? Or during the sprint?
I got 907 words written of my business self-help book, #Savvy Business Owner. I'm working in the chapter right now about how to scale your business, how to take it to the next level, what are some things to consider, how I did that, and like when is the right time to scale. So I've been writing that part. It's not the most interesting part of it, but it's, you know, my discussion on that. It's not one of the longer chapters, so getting that part done. But yeah, I got 907.
Good for you. All right. You got to keep working on that till it is the most interesting part.
I hope so, yeah.
Carrow, what did you get done?
I went through Redbubble and tried to find a template for this promo thing that I'm probably going to start doing next month. I just have to like make it now so that way I can like set it and forget it.
Fantastic. I love that. I worked on thumbnails. Robert, still editing or something new? Oh, wait, you just told us.
Those writing programs that I told you I installed on an older computer, I'm looking over those as I edited a couple of pages. Now I'm going over some pointers and seeing if it helps me improve them.
Nice.
Hence that first sentence part.
That's good. I know I asked you that and I realized, wait, I just asked. You know, my problem is I try to switch the order every time that I ask everybody in, and then I forget from break to break, like, wait, did I already ask him?
Don't feel bad. Like every time I have my stream, I'm kind of like, did I get all of you? Because I don't remember. And they're kind of like, yeah, you got us. Or like Tamara's like, girl, you forgot me. And I'm like,
you forgot me. Tamara will not let that slide, man. She will.
I appreciate Tamara keeping it real for me. I really do.
Yes, exactly. So I want to mention, I know we always talk, it used to be Carrow that followed us after this stream, but DAL has been doing a live stream an hour later than us. She is not doing one today. She may do one later in the afternoon or evening. She's not sure. So be sure that you're, getting notifications maybe from DAL. Try to, so you'll know if that happens, and hopefully you'll get the notification. All right, Haley says she got back from the last sprint just in time to start the next one.
Yay!
Good. Oh, this is a question I asked. This is a question I asked earlier about what is a planner flip. Jamie says simply showing off what your planner looked like for that month. I could totally get into this. I must confess. I was
about to model it for you. I was like, let me show you my planner, guys. Look.
I did one like that. I had a business bullet journal flip through where I took my little business notebook and showed off all the charts and stuff that I made for it. So those videos are fun. I like those.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, okay, I know I'm sure there are people out there today like, what? But I could totally get it.
Don't judge it, okay?
I know, right? I love it. There's nothing like a sparkly, fabulous planner. Anyway, okay, whole planner community. Yes, I believe that to be true. I could totally see that. All right. I hope you feel better, doll. I really hope you feel better and that you get some sleep. All right. A.N. Lashley got 225 words, but reached her writing limit for now. Going to the rest time responding to comments on my videos. Good job. Very good job. Very nice work. All right. Joanne and Jahan, what do you think, everybody? Should I upload another 20-minute timer without the microseconds with hours? Yes. Okay, let me say something. Yes, I think you should, because let me tell you how I really feel. Yes, because the microseconds lag a little bit and it like catches up. Yes. And if you gave us like as long as you're doing it, if you gave us like a 3-second get ready kind of thing, that would be helpful, because I'm not that fast. So it's just the slowness. I realize you're not just making this for me, but for everyone. But if I were putting in my 2 cents, I would say, can I please have a second to push the button?
We don't, I don't know anybody here who writes their writing on the nanosecond. It looks really cool, but like for writing sprints.
Probably not. And same thing with the hours. If you're writing for an hour, not a sprint. So really, you just probably need like the minutes, and the seconds would probably be good. Okay.
I would be that person though. I'd be like, how many nanoseconds did you go over your time? Tell me right now.
That's so funny. Okay. Jean, you filled out the census. Felt icky. I'm sorry. I also filled it. We filled it out last night.
I need to do that still.
Yeah.
You have to do it today. Like today is the day.
Today.
Oh, you have to do it today?
Yeah.
You can do it online, though. It's pretty fast. Get counted.
Oh,
yeah, I got a threatening letter in the mail. It was like, if you
I
don't do it,
we will come after me. I better do it today.
Yeah.
I guess I have to as well.
Of course, they were like, what is your ancestry? I'm like, I don't know. My family are farmers. And it was like, no, we need to know your ancestry. So I'm like sitting here calling my dad up. And of course, like, I don't call my dad very often. He's like, is everything okay, Punky? I was like, hey, Dad, where did you come from?
As an adopted person. Okay.
Well, and I have like 700 things. So, like, I'm going to just pick like the top 7. Mike's like, you get 1. You get 1 thing. That's it. I'm like, I
was looking to see if there's a fill-in option, because I would have just put pickle in there and see if they sent somebody to the house.
There is, when you put your thing, when you put like what the background is, your ethnic ancestry, it is a fill in the blank. So you can tick off boxes, but you can also fill in the blank. So
my husband told me I couldn't. He's got to keep it real for me. I don't appreciate this.
I know it well, but it's so necessary. So everybody do it. All right. Nihilist Geek, 382 words. Yay. Nice work. Grayson was super distracted this time. So sorry to hear that. Better luck next sprint. That's the way to do it. All right. So, oh, yes, we already answered that. It'll be okay. We'll get there. The scene's kind of going slow. Words are hard. Words are hard. Sometimes it really, really sucks. All right, guys. Sometimes it's awesome, but sometimes it's really, really sucks. All right, here we go. Mary had to guess Irish on ancestry. Not really 100% sure. Can't ask my parents. They're no longer with us. I don't, in this day and age, do we really need to know that? I don't know. Do you think? Is there a good reason for it?
I think that, you know what? No, I have a suspicion why, but I know if I say it out loud, like,
we only have 1 minute left.
I think I have the same suspicion. So.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. Well, my grandmother was Cherokee. My last name is British. I know, right?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I always say I'm half Polish, half adopted, because that's true.
Polish, half adopted.
I'm Polish on my mom's side and adopted on my dad's side, so. I don't know.
I am like soup. So there are like 50 things in there. Yes.
I'm a bit of a stew too. I'm literally every man.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, I think you have to do that. Plus, I can tell you from having filled out the census previously, no one checks whether or not you're, they don't.
Okay. I'm gonna fill it out like as soon as we're done on this stream, because I just pulled up the website for it. I want to get this over with.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long. It took us like 5 minutes. It's not.
Okay, good. I just gotta find the mail where they give you the code. I got I left it on the coffee table where I eat. So who knows? Maybe it's covered in food. That's what happened with my jury duty summons. I found out that day that they're like, you got to bring in your jury duty summons. I'm like, oh, but I got like coffee and like food all over it. Like, are you sure?
Oh, Oh, Devin is from Earth. Yes.
Well done.
Aren't we all? Well, except for Doll. Doll's a Martian, but everybody else is from Earth. But she's made Earth her home. So, all right, good. Okay, Devin's from Earth. Devin, you're like on a roll today. You got like 4 good laughs today. All right. Half native, half Irish. Doll's from Andromeda. See? She gets some Slavic, mostly Greek, from the Nihilist Geek. Interesting. Choctaw. Never included that info before. I had, so my, like on my mother's side, way back, Cherokee and Sioux, like way back, Cherokee and Sioux. And, you know, what's really interesting is that we had seen, my nieces did like an ancestry thing and pulled the census. You could see like the actual census entry from my like great grandmother, but they lied. I guess he was like 3 back. My great grandfather was Cherokee, and they lied. They said that he wasn't, which is kind of interesting because she lied. I think when the years he filled it out, he told the truth, but she lied about his ancestry, which I found fascinating. Like, why was it a big deal? I know why it was a big deal, but yeah.
Yeah, because of all the crap of the past.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. No, we're done. So anyway, you guys are awesome. I think look at that. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1:02. I can never finish on time. I think we all know this about me. So before we go, though, can we have everybody? I did not do this at the top of the live stream today. So let's do a little go round where everybody tells a little bit about their channel and what they do and their books, etc. So we're going to start with Carrow because Carrow just has a new book out.
Hi, my name is Carrow Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author and the operations director over at Otherworld Inc. On my channel, I talk and whine about the life of the writer, sometimes under the influence of wine. This week, I'm having a video coming out with my Q3 goals because I have to obviously treat my passion like a business and I have to make money, which is partly why I'm working very hard on this promo thing right now. I do have a book that's out right now. Last time I checked, Amazon was doing some kind of weird deal where you can, instead of buying the Kindle version for $4.99, you can get it for $1.99. So you should jump on that and help me buy some coffee, maybe pay some taxes. That would be great. Thanks.
That would be great. Yay. All right, Savvy, tell us all about your channel.
Hello, everyone. So my channel is called SAVY Writes Books. On my channel, I talk about books and writing and small business owner life. I am a small business owner who runs a business called Forever Home Friends, which produces children's books, stuffed animals, and other merchandise based on the stories of real rescue dogs and their journeys of getting adopted, and we donate money to animal shelters. For anyone who's interested in dog stuff from there, right now we have a sale going on because everyone's stuck at home. So all orders over $40 get free shipping if you use the code FREESHIPPING2020.
Hi.
And the website is foreverhomefriends.com. It's all on my channel as well. So definitely check out Savvy Writes Books. Check out Forever Home Friends if you're interested in cute dog stuff.
Who doesn't love cute dogs? Robert does. Robert, tell us all about your channel.
My channel is The Story Detective, and we look and analyze writing and stories in all forms, including comic books, movies, and I do tech reviews as well. If it's a fun gadget, especially if it helps writers or just encourages you in your hobbies, I'll review it.
Yay. And I'm Lisa Daly. This is my channel. I am a traditionally published author of both fiction and nonfiction, and I give writing advice on the channel. If you want to write a book and that you're super proud of and get it published, I hope that you will subscribe. This is the channel for you. And of course, every Wednesday, we do our little live stream with Savvy and Story Detective and Carrow and some awesome special guests. Speaking of live streams, Stephen Partridge has one coming up next, as in right after us. Yay. So type that into the search bar if you are not already subscribed. And if you're looking to keep writing today and keep the fun going, head on over to Stephen's place. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today. Oh, Stephen says thanks to DAL. Thanks to DAL for letting us do that.
Doll's a great community person. Way to represent Doll.
I know, she really does. She was like my first person that I met, and she's always like welcomes everyone. She knows everybody. Yeah, she's fantastic. We love Doll. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here today. You guys make this awesome. Every week you make it awesome. I love our group here, and you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. So I hope you got some great stuff done today. Head on over to Stephen's stream if you are wanting to keep on going, and we will see you all next week. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Happy Nano.
Happy Nano.